Oral peptides for skin. Look, your skin is a report card. Here's what it's telling you. If your skin, you see the lines, the thinning, the loss of elasticity. Yes, you're all judging me right now, which I get it. I'm just talking about skin. I'm not saying I got perfect skin, but I can tell you there's some things that have really helped my skin. Living at a very high elevation in Park City, Utah, I'm exposed to a lot of sun, and I love the sun, but I can tell you there's some things that you can do with peptides in the skin that will help your body heal. Because if you think of your skin, what if it's a biological signal that your body's running out of the most important repair molecules it ever had? So I'm Regan Archibald. I'm the founder of Ageless Future, a world leader in longevity medicine. Today, let's talk about something that sounds almost too good to be true. It's the idea that you can eat, or at minimum, supplement orally your way to measurable, better skin. Not with another collagen powder that gets destroyed in your stomach, or it's not a complete protein chain and you're counting it as your protein macros, but with a specific peptide complex called GHK-Copper, and it's GHK-Cu, and many of you have heard of this. It affects over 31% of human genes, and what the new research actually says about how to get it where it needs to go. So skincare is everywhere. I can't believe it. Everywhere I go. I love traveling. In Europe, skin's a big deal. You go to Switzerland, they take it seriously. You go to France, very seriously. You go to Italy, very seriously. You go to Japan, very serious about skin health. And if you go and actually read some of the labels on these creams, you get confused. There's these retinol creams, packaging for Americans. There's a $21 billion per year on skincare is what Americans are spending. And most of these are just retinol creams, and most of it doesn't work. The skincare industry is a masterclass in selling hope. Retinol, vitamin C serums, peptide creams, no clinical backing, filler that lasts 6 months. You get these crazy injections in your face, and yeah, we all know. And some of you, it does help, but many of you, you're overdoing it. And so think about, how can I actually fix my skin without looking like I've done something? And my perspective on everything is like, let's go back to nature. And if you have a few wrinkles, what's the big deal? Maybe you have the crow's feet in your eyes. That's actually just a sign that you smile a lot. Why wouldn't you want to display that? So go ahead and let your wrinkles shine, but I understand you want the skin thickness. You want this dermal collagen density, because these are also recognized as biomarkers of biological age. Your skin is your biggest organ. It's a window to the rate at which your connective tissue, your immune system, and your repair mechanisms are functioning. If your skin is aging fast, guess what's happening systemically? Your arteries, your joints, and your brain. This isn't a beauty problem, it's a longevity problem, and it's not like you can just put on a cosmetic mask. You got to go deeper. And so if you look at the science, a clinical trial out of McGill University led by Dr. Wayne Carey, he enrolled 21 subjects. I know it's not massive, but it's enough to actually see how GHK works. The results were striking. There's an average of 28% increase in subdermal collagen density across all participants. In the top percentage, the highest responders, they climbed 51% improvement. And it's not just a moisturizer, it's not retinol, it's a structure rebuilding of the dermis at a measurable clinical level. Now, the question I always get is, can you actually deliver this orally or topically? Now, skeptics will say peptides just get broken down before they reach a target tissue, but a study published in Inflammation Research in 2010, it actually demonstrated that GHK-Copper, this tripeptide, so tri means it's 3 peptide chains, it's very small, it can actually permeate the stratum corneum, the outermost layer of the skin. So topical delivery is real. And not everything works topically. I know there's a lot of controversy around like glutathione topically. It's got to be processed in the right way. GHK-Copper, it's got emerging evidence that maybe even bioavailability through oral pathways. So this is interesting because it suggests systemic absorption is possible through specific delivery mechanisms. Now, the good news is with RFK making the announcement and then the FDA finally sending out the letter that GHK-Copper may maybe we'll be able to inject it. It's being moved off the category 2 into category 1. But here's the thing that GHK is not. It's not just another collagen peptide. Completely different structure working on completely different pathways. Remember, this modulates the expression of over 31% of human genes. It affects pathways related to wound healing, anti-inflammatory signaling, nerve regeneration, antioxidant defense. This is not a cosmetic ingredient. It's an epigenetic signal compound that shows up first in your skin. And one thing we love to do is stack this with a peptide called epitalin. So this is your immortality serum. It's the thing that Chinese emperors were looking for like 2,500 years ago when they're drinking all these weird potions. But think about GHK copper, epitalin. Epitalin is a peptide that works on the pineal gland that also increases better collagen formation, and it helps with fibrinogen. It lowers cholesterol. It also cleans up the DNA signaling. That's really what GHK copper is doing. It's going into the surface of the genes and it's cleaning up the signaling. So if you think about what that does for the skin, it's just turning on the genes that you want to express so that your skin doesn't age as quickly. Now, if you add like melanotan-2 works on the melanin receptor. So you're going to get a little more skin tanning and skin darkening. It also works on the MSH pathway, which, helps with sexual function and lowers your appetite. So with GHK copper, if you think about this epigenetic clock, we all have it. It's a DNA methylation. It's before and after. What you'll see is a direct correlation with skin aging reversal. Dermal thickness, it correlates with epigenetic clocks. And so this kind of reframes the whole conversation. Is GHK just another fad? I don't think so. And I think if you get really smart at reading that label and you realize maybe the retinol and vitamin C, it does some good, but not anything compared to GHK copper. But look at the quantity of GHK copper in there. Once again, peptides, if they're formulated correctly, if you're using it through licensed medical prescribers, not getting it on your own on the internet, you're going to get a far better outcome. And now you can actually measure it. So if you think of these epigenetic clocks, we've got the Horvath clock, we've got Grimmage, PhenoAge. There's scientists who are now incorporating skin biometrics because it reflects that epigenetic reprogramming or lack thereof. And so GHK copper, it drives collagen synthesis. It reduces the inflammatory gene expression. It upregulates antioxidant pathways. If you do it consistently and correctly, it's not anti-aging in the market sense, it's epigenetic reprogramming to the most visible organ in your body, your skin. And one thing that one of our providers do at the office, go to agelessfuture.com if you want to fix your skin, is you can actually do stem cell regeneration in the skin. And you can do microneedling with exosomes. There's so many great things you can do to keep your face looking younger and avoiding some of the fillers and the Botox that may or may not hurt us in the long run. So here's some of the biomarkers you want to look at. Hemoglobin A1C. That is the killer. If you're not correcting your metabolic imbalance, it's going to be really hard to have great skin. You want to look at fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is a marker of vascular and dermal inflammation. Look at C-reactive protein. And most critically, you want to look at the insulin fasting. If you have insulin resistance, and if you have like little skin tags, you notice your eyes are dark underneath them, that could be a big issue because glycation, excess sugar in the blood and excess inflammation, it will age your skin faster than anything that we've ever seen. And so GHK copper, while it can be used to correct this undertow of aging, it might also be important to fix the internal issues. And so for those of you who have not ran your blood labs in the last 6 months, make sure you go to agelessfuture.com, get your peptide protocol put together, do something for your skin. It doesn't hurt, and it makes it all better for us to look at you. You're beautiful. You guys are great people, and I appreciate you being on the channel. For those of you who want to go deeper and work with providers who only prescribe from 503A compounding pharmacies, just go to agelessfuture.com. I'm Regan Archibald. I'll see you on the next video, which is called Do Oral Peptides Work? Many of you have asked the question, so go to that video. I'll see you there.